Hello and welcome. This is Varun, Technical Advisor, Design and Prototyping and Educational Consultant for Tutormash.com. In this session, we will be discussing about solid modeling in Autocad. Sweep is a tool which we use to do the solid modeling. It helps you to create a 3D solid or a 3D surface by sweeping a 2D object or sub-object along an open or closed path. That means basically the sweep is used to sweep an object in a respective path. Consider an example like this. When we have a cross-sectional area like this, you can actually sweep this object in a respective path. The only thing that you have to remember is that the path must be a single path and must be perpendicular to the cross-section, which will help you to sweep along the path. Now let's see these options in the software. Consider I have a circle like this and another circle like this to become a shape like this. Correct. I will do region to make the both circle as two regions. I will use subtract command to subtract the inner circle from the outer circle to get a hole inside. You can come to the visual style and check in the shaded mode to see it as a hole. Now, the next step is that we have to draw a path which starts perpendicular to this cross section. We can use line to draw the path, but the problem with line is that it will be a single individual lines. So in order to make the path as a single object, we can use the command join to join all the single lines, else we can make use of 3D polyline. Normally when you do polyline, it won't be coming in the z-axis. So if you want your polyline to be drawn in your z-axis, we must use 3D polyline. So I will type 3D poly like this and press enter. So I can show my starting point from here and make my F8 on to make the ortho mode on. So now it's going to the z-axis. As you can see, it is showing plus z. So I will make a height like this, going over here, coming down like this, going here, going top here. Like this you can make random path to create the specific path you need. So when you revolve it, you can see it is showing as a path. It is always better to check by revolving your drawing whether the objects you have drawn is now in z-axis. Sometimes what happens is that you may be thinking the objects are in the z-axis, but eventually the object may be drawing only in the xy plane. Now after drawing my 3D polyline, you can check the polyline is a single object. So now your path is ready, your cross section is also ready. So we can use sweep command to sweep this cross section about this path. So the command is SWE and press enter. I will select the cross section like this and I will press enter. Now it is asking to select the sweep path. I will select this path as the sweep path and you can see that the object is now swept along that path. Now you can use the sweep in various different ways. Consider I have a line like this and another line like this. And I will draw one more line to show in the z-axis. Now let me change my UCS. Starting from this endpoint, showing the x-axis here and the y-axis here to make my UCS like this. This time I will draw a circle at this endpoint to make it like this. Correct. Now let me come back to my UCS again to the previous condition like this. And I will draw an helix. Helix is a command which helps you to draw spiral object in the drawing. So the command for helix is HELIX and press enter. It is asking you to show the center point. I will show my center point in an alignment to the center point of the circle like this. Now it is asking to show the base radius. There are two radius for an helix, that is base radius and the top radius. So that means there is a height which we can give for an helix. So this time I will give both the base radius and the height radius the same. So I will show the radius exactly to the center and the height radius also to the center. Correct. So now you can see that it is now coming as a spiral and you can show the height towards the z-axis. You can increase the number of turns or you can give the turn height or else you can give the twist also. So I will change the turns from 3 to a higher value, say 10 and press enter. I will give the height somewhere like this. Correct. So now as the helix is ready, I can do the sweep. Let me delete these 3 lines which I have drawn for the reference and I will go for the command sweep. That is SWEP and press enter. I will select the object which I want to sweep and press enter. And now I will select the path towards which I want to sweep the object. So let this be my path and you can see the object has been swept along that path. So like this you can create many spiral objects in your drawing. Now let us see what are the inner commands of a sweep. Now consider, let me draw a rectangle like this. Let me start a line which is exactly starting from the midpoint like this. Correct. Let me give a height somewhere like this. Now let me go for the command sweep and press enter. I will select my object to be swept like this and press enter. The first inner command which you have is alignment. Alignment means it will automatically align any object perpendicular to the path. That means if you have drawn your object in any angle and you are trying to do the sweep, it will automatically align perpendicular to the path. When you go for the option no, it will defaultly take that shape and sweep it along that path. So let me go with the default value, that is yes, and press enter. The next option that we have is base point. We have already discussed the importance and the application of the base point in our previous videos. The next one is scale. Scale means if we want to increase or reduce the size of the shape when it is swept, we can use scale. Say I will go for the scale option and give the scale factor as 0.2 and press enter. I will select the path now to see the effect of scale. Now you can see that the starting is much more bigger than the finishing part. That is because we gave a scale factor which is 0.2 of the size of the starting shape. Let me draw another rectangle like this and draw a line which is starting exactly from the center of this rectangle like this. Correct. Let this be the height and I will go for sweep, that is SWE, and press enter. I will select my object which I have to sweep and press enter. The next and the last inner command which we have is twist. Twist will help you to twist the object while it is swept. So I will go for twist and give the twist angle. So that means at what angle you want to finish the shape. For the time being, I will give 360 so that it will make a full round when it is swept, and press enter. Now I will show my path towards which I want to sweep. So when I select this one, you can see that that object is now swept with a twist angle 360 degree. Pretty nice, right? So like this, you can use sweep in various methods in the software. So that's the end of this session, and we hope you understood well. Keep posting your queries and feedback, and for more videos, log on to www.tutormash.com. Thank you.